Speech in praise of Khwaja Garib Nawaz, Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today I speak about a personality whose name brings peace to troubled hearts, whose remembrance softens the hardest souls, and whose presence continues to illuminate the world with spiritual light, even centuries after his departure. This noble personality is Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti of Ajmer, lovingly known as Khwaja Garib Nawaz, the benefactor of the poor. His life remains a guiding star for all seekers of truth, love, compassion, and divine closeness. Khwaja Garib Nawaz stands among the greatest saints of the Islamic world. He is not remembered merely as a scholar or a mystic, but as a spiritual revolution who transformed the hearts of millions. His arrival in the Indian subcontinent was a turning point in the history of spirituality. At a time when people were lost in conflicts, divisions, and ignorance, Khwaja Garib Nawaz came like a cool breeze, carrying mercy, harmony, and divine love. He did not rule with authority, nor did he compel with force. Instead, he conquered hearts with kindness, generosity, and the beauty of his character. From his early days in Sistan and Khorasan, Khwaja Garib Nawaz was gifted with deep wisdom, a tender heart, and an unusual attraction towards spirituality. When he met Hazrat Khwaja Usman Haruni, his perfect spiritual guide, his inner lamp turned into a shining sun. Under his guide's company, he traveled across lands, learning the secrets of the soul, the meaning of submission to Allah, and the art of serving humanity. These journeys prepared him for his great mission in India, a mission that would continue long after his physical presence left the world. When Khwaja Garib Nawaz reached Ajmer, he encountered a place where people suffered from fear, ignorance, and social inequality. But instead of reacting with anger or intolerance, he responded with compassion. He opened the doors of his heart to everyone, no matter their caste, creed, background, or belief. This openness became the foundation of his spiritual empire. The poor found food, the distressed found hope, the seekers found guidance, and the broken found healing. It was in this service to humanity that he earned the beloved title Garib Nawaz, the one who cherishes and uplifts the poor. His teachings were simple, yet profound. He did not preach complicated theories. He taught that the way to God passes through love, sincerity, humility, and service. He taught that a true human is the one who brings comfort to others. He taught that hearts can be won, not by words alone, but by the fragrance of character. His famous message, full of wisdom and grace, says that a true Sufi must be a river of generosity, a son of compassion, and a fountain of love. These words show the essence of his mission: to spread mercy, not judgment; unity, not division; inner light, not outward show. The effect of his presence in Ajmer was so powerful that people of all walks of life began to gather around him. Scholars came to learn, rulers came for advice, the poor came for support, and the spiritually thirsty came for nourishment. His conca became a place where equality reigned. Kings sat beside laborers, and wealthy merchants sat beside beggars. No one was superior in his presence, except in humility and sincerity. This was the true embodiment of Islamic values and the Chishti, which Khwaja Garib Nawaz strengthened and spread throughout the region. One of the most beautiful qualities of Khwaja Garib Nawaz was his compassion for the suffering. He could not bear to see anyone in pain. He fed the hungry through the langar, soothed the hearts of the distressed with gentle words, and prayed for everyone who came with sincerity. His miracles were many, but his greatest miracle was the transformation he brought within people. His teachings turned the cruel into kind, the arrogant into humble, and the lost into guided. Even those who once opposed him eventually softened when they witnessed his purity and the sweetness of his character. Khwaja Garib Nawaz also revived the spiritual essence of Islam. In a land where outward rituals often overshadowed inner sincerity, he reminded people that faith is not only in words but in actions that reflect moral beauty. His life was a practical example of how to live with mindfulness, gratitude, and complete trust in Allah. It's not escapism, but active engagement in bettering the world. His message was universal, transcending boundaries of religion and culture, which is why even today millions visit his blessed shrine in Ajmer Sharif, seeking peace and blessings. His legacy continued through his spiritual successors, especially the great Khwaja Qutbuddin Bakhtiar Koki, Baba Farid, Nizamuddin Awliya, and many other saints of the Chishti order. Each of them carried forward the torch that Khwaja Garib Nawaz lit, spreading love and harmony across the Indian subcontinent. This chain of saints became the backbone of spiritual life in this region, shaping its culture with values of generosity, music, art, and devotion. Their khanqahs became centers of learning, charity, and spiritual awakening. All of this traces back to the noble presence of Khwaja Garib, whose influence transcended his lifetime. Even today, his dargah in Ajmer Sharif stands as a symbol of unity and hope. People of every religion, caste, and background visit with reverence. Some come seeking healing, others seeking answers, and many come simply because their hearts feel drawn to that sacred place. The atmosphere there is filled with peace, as if the saint's spiritual fragrance still surrounds the area. His Uwas, celebrated annually, gathers millions from around the world, reminding humanity that love is stronger than hate, and that saints continue to guide even after leaving the world. The message of Khwaja Garib Nawaz is especially relevant in our modern era. Our world today faces divisions, hatred, injustice, and emotional turmoil. People feel disconnected from each other and from their inner selves. In such times, the teachings of Khwaja Garib Nawaz offer a path toward healing. He reminds us that compassion is not weakness, but strength. He teaches that helping others is a form of worship. He shows that we can build bridges instead of walls, and we can choose mercy over judgment. His life proves that one pure soul can influence millions and bring positive change. To praise Khwaja Garib Nawaz is to praise qualities that humanity needs today more than ever. His humility teaches us to stay grounded no matter how high we rise. His generosity teaches us that true wealth is measured not in what we keep, but in what we give. His devotion teaches us to connect with our Creator in times of ease and difficulty. His patience shows us how to remain steadfast in the face of challenges. His courage shows that serving the truth requires strength, but that strength must be rooted in love, not aggression. As we reflect on his life, we also realize that Khwaja Garib Nawaz did not live for himself. He lived for others. His mission was service, his weapon was love, and his victory was the transformation of hearts. He planted seeds that continue to bear fruit centuries later. The flowers of his teachings still bloom wherever people practice kindness, seek knowledge, and strive for inner purification. His blessings continue to reach those who call upon him with sincerity. May the life of Khwaja Garib Noah's. Inspire us to become better human beings. May we learn to see beyond differences and recognize the divine spark within every soul. May we adopt humility in our character, generosity in our actions, and sincerity in our worship. May we walk the path he showed us, path of love, peace, and spiritual excellence. May his blessed presence continue to guide us, protect us, and fill our heart with light. And above all, may we understand the essence of his message, that the highest form of spirituality is to love God and to love his creation. This was the mission of Khwaja Garib Nawaz, the light of Ajima, the King of Saints, the helper of the helpless, and the beloved of the Almighty.